this will not be one of our normal parts. This will be a gameplay part 5 Jason. We'll be doing, and we'll be playing as part 5 Roy. Let's go. It's gonna be a really big map, I can just tell. I will open up 1986. That seems a lot faster. It's raining. Did it rain there in the movie? Oh my god. Oh, I'm pissed. Can't laugh far enough. At least he's wearing some form of jumpsuit. This is a big map. Hey asshole, where are you going? Chuck, son, get over here. You're the first demonstrating in this. Oh, that's different. I thought it was going to be like he stabs him on one side of it, and then
they deserve to die.
And then
make
he
them
kind of
suffer
just
like
snaps them together, cutting off the guy's face. Also, why not try and see if it is Roy's face in there? Yeah, it's Roy's face in there, guys. It's Roy's face. That's how you can tell. So this has like normal, like strength with the weapon, I guess. He has the normal thing. He appears to be wearing a blue jumpsuit, by the way, which is not the signature attire of Jason Voorhees. It's the signature attire of Michael Myers. I mean, as stated, we just seen him. Yeah, I would swing with that. I would swing a fucking gardening shears at someone. Yeah, that makes sense. He still has superpowers, which means he can still take shotgun blasts, which makes no sense, considering that if you've seen part 5, you know that it isn't really Jason. This is the house. I already demonstrated one of our first kills. Hey Shelly, you want to demonstrate one of the kills from the trail?
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't.
Well, that's our first. I thought they were reducing pocket knife strength. Of course, this is a game of offline bots, sadly. But let's do that kill that we saw with Chad. Snip. I just doubt that Roy could do this, like Biker would. Due to the fact that Roy could snap
they deserve to die.
In between the eyes.
Make them suffer like we.
A bit of bone. And that's actually significantly tougher than the rest of the body. So yeah, I think Roy could snip some bone off. And underneath the mask is his actual face, as if you look later in the video, you'll find out that he has the face of Roy. Where would they be? They wouldn't be at the big house. They would be over here at these other smaller cabins. This guy's at the small cabins. Also, I'm glad it's raining. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's raining. Who is that? Is that Tiff? Or is that Fox? And then we'll do like the splitting head thing. Oh no, that's let's do the one that I didn't know. He takes them apart and cuts off and slits their wrist? And they just die? That
Don't
makes no
stop,
sense.
Jason. They deserve to die.
Serious
Make them
nonsense.
suffer like we.
As well as Roy hearing Pamela's voice. This map is really accurate to the movie, believe it or not. This is amazing. like this. I can't wait to play as Jason on this map, believe it or not. The actual Jason Voorhees. And not Pretender went crazy when he said he could stalk good. I'll believe that. Hey. Oh my god. Oh, but Chad. Oh, you bitch. You ruined my hopes and dreams. Let me just drop it. I think he's that strong, believe it or not. I don't think he's that strong to do that.
Yes.
I actually kind of respect that they added in Roy to the game, even though they changed nothing virtually. But it's kind of thoughtful that they just allowed him to be in the game, you know? It's more interesting to have all the killers than it is to have at least 2 killers from the movie than it is to have, like, I guess all 3. Yeah. Oh, he's fast! What do they mean decreased speed? I'm faster. Well, then again, they were updating the game. It seems like I was faster in that shift, though. Yeah, right next to mine. I hope you liked that.
They deserve to die, Jason.
So that's
Make
what
them
King
suffer.
Hodder was doing with the 2, I guess, machete-like kills. Like he was doing, I'm not sure how that's possible, okay. So that's what he was doing with the machete kills. Also he will do that the same way. This actually might be a harder map to find, sadly I can't play as a counselor, but I can already tell you guys that it's probably going to be hard to find the radio station. And probably the second I say that, Tommy Jarvis will come from his fucking grave. This is the escape route, I guess. If you go right up next to a pole, I'm just going to show you this so I'm not crazy and no one believes me or something. This is Roy's face. You can see his eyes. You can see the flesh cap. So this is, in fact, Roy. It isn't another Jason face just to get our hopes down and be like, oh, it's really Jason in disguise. No, it's Roy. It's the paramedic. It's medic. Oh god. I'm having already flashbacks to my Steam days. Many of them. Also, you can kind of see the realism with the flesh cap that Roy has. I started out with 8 pocket throwing knives. Jesus. When they said they were adding throwing knives into the game, they weren't kidding. So he'll basically do it like machete kills. The shears, he does it like machete kills. But, I guess we know what Kane Hodder did with the 2, motion capture machetes. He in fact, was doing the Roy kills, and not the Jason X kills. How would you do the Jason X kills, is my, dealio. Well, this might be a big map for us to locate, you know. Oh, but I should have gone to the graveyard and look. I would have seen Jason's grave in part 5. Alright, scum of the earth. It's time for your demise. Get out. I can't go in, there's no other windows. So, I guess he hid underneath the bed, unless he's just gonna stand there. And the update made them even more glitchier than ever before. The animation for the Pinehurst opening was actually a bit more realistic. I want to do the shears kill, so I like the shears kill better than the rest of the kills. Punch in the face. Snip. Snip. You're right back there, buddy. You should have fucking learned. Oh, and that... Since there's 3 viewers
That's
in
my
here, let me tell you what's going to happen
boy.
after this. I know you can hear Pamela's voice, but watch. Just watch this magic. It will drive you insane. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh my god. They didn't show him going back to the shack. Holy crap. They got that right. Sadly, yeah, this is offline bots, but I'll probably show more of this gameplay. Okay. But I'll show more of this. Don't worry, guys. I'll show more. It's not really that difficult. Continuing on, let us, sadly, I already checked the virtual cabin for any, updates to the game, or updates to, like, the Jason room. Sadly, Roy isn't in there, which makes sense, because he isn't Jason. But, the basic first thing I did was go in and start a stream, and was my plan. But we will do it again just to take a better look at the map around us and, kind of, look around. But I'm glad that they didn't add him in, like, coming back to, like, the shack, because it wouldn't make any sense that he would, come back to the shack, you know. And, but it's kind of stupid that they just put in the shack anyway. 'Cause he isn't Jason, obviously, but I think they did a really good job at sizing down Roy so it could be a bit more accurate. It's still motion captured by Kane Hodder, but they slimmed the skin down, or the Jason, or the playable killer down. Okay, so it's not raining this time. That's good. This is where Roy takes an axe. You can recognize that as the part 8 kill. Just half of it, though. It isn't like the full part 8 kill. No, that will never happen. But as you can see, we start out and actually...
Jason, kill them.
I mean... I laughed when I heard Pamela's voice. But, it seems like they actually changed up the cabin a bit, actually. They changed up the size of it a bit for this map. Because it feels a lot smaller. Instead of we go find these crazy kids right away, let's go to the graveyard over here. Oh shit, is this the actual... Where's the actual grave of Jason? Or are they just gonna reference H2O Delirious again? Who the fuck commented? Who the hell commented? Hello. Welcome to my Roy stream, where we play as Part 5 Roy. It isn't Jason, it's Roy. So this is the graveyard. It's basically just the same. I don't see Jason's tombstone anywhere, though. That's a disappointment. I was expecting to see Jason. Someone's already in there, aren't they? Someone's already in there. Yup, someone's already in here. Do they already call the cops copperonis? No, nah. Don't even make those kinds of jokes to me. Oh my god. Die! Alright, I got you. You're gonna die. You're the first one to die. Take this! Split into the wrist. I think he could use better kills, to be honest. I'm not sure if they would like to make a kill pack for this Jason.
They deserve to
I highly
die.
doubt it.
Make them suffer like we.
I'm sorry, this Roy, he isn't Jason, as I've stated before. This isn't Jason. This is Roy. And if you don't believe me, in part 5, there was a copycat Jason. There was no real Voorhees killer in part some odd 5. Oh, cool. I can just go straight in for the kill. Huh? What do you know about that? Let me in. Also, yeah, you would hack down a door with gardening shears. Yeah, that works. The physics of the gardening shears have made no impression of me. Where the hell are you, Eric? There you are. You're gonna be the next one to get my spree to the face. I mean, I just like this.
That's
During
my
the
Jason.
stream, we just got
That's
like
my special.
dead.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve
All you
to
can hear
die.
is Jason.
Make them
Jason,
suffer like
Jason,
we.
but I can prove this isn't Jason. You see, when they go into the attack phase, like when they hold up their like weapon like really like this, and they kind of like do like the, I don't know, the dab or whatever it is. You can go into a building and kind of look into the mask a slight bit, and you can see that it's a normal person. So it's actually Roy. It isn't Jason. It isn't like another Jason face just to make it seem like it's Jason. It's Jason. Or it's Roy. Yeah, it's Jason. I really just said that after my also, they must have added a new shift ability. Also, why isn't he drowning? Because he shifts so far that he didn't drown. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, let's go in here. Oh, man, this is actually pretty accurate to the film. And the kitchen looks good. Take this! Don't ever come into my house. You're getting the shears, bro. Punch in the face. Cut. Cut. Yeah. That's best. That is the only
That's
good
my
kill out of
boy.
this whole entire
Hunt them
experience
down
of my
and
life.
make them pay.
I cannot joke. I'm not joking around with you. I really only like that kill. I'm not sure if it's a problem with me, but I just think it's pretty bad, the other kills. They're just not
my
good to me.
That's my
I thought they were
special,
really going to be like
special
really creative,
boy.
like that one that you just saw there. I thought through the look of it that it was going to be Roy takes the shears and literally shoves it into someone's face, one part of the shears, and then he snaps them shut, cutting off his face along with his will live. Here we have the barn from part 5. We can go into the barn. We can't climb upstairs to where Roy fell on the spikes aren't here. But he fell on some spikes and he died. That's basically how Roy died in part some odd and some odd. Did Tommy Jarvis enter the map? He did, and it's normal Tommy. So that makes it kind of evens out the madness. Sorry about that. I had to go do something. Let's find these assholes. The only thing that's accurate would be Roy's walk away animation. He doesn't go back to the shack like most people would think. He actually he goes back, just walks out and exit. Which makes this a bit more accurate to the movies, but not entirely accurate to the movies. Because physically, that's impossible. You can't be completely accurate to this. Also, it was raining the first time I got on this map. Earlier in the stream. Michael Myers jumpsuit and his Jason Voorhees Pretender mask. Pretender Voorhees. Best toy of the 80s. I'm not sure if Tommy would be in here. I'm pretty sure Mitch, oh, they're both in here. That makes sense. I think they made the glitches worse. Significantly worse. Nah, not really. I think it's still pretty good. I'm gonna put a trap out here, though. How many traps did I start off with? Did they change that, too? Alright, Mitch-san. You get to be the first victim. Not Tommy Massetti over here. You get multiple knives. It would be funny if that was a role. It could be like a kind of like homage to the film.
Yes. Yes.
Did you just
Kill for mother.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you suck.
Jason, my boy. Do you know what your gift is? No matter what.
If he
they
walked
do,
out into that
you cannot
trap.
die.
No.
You
Oh,
can
he
never
did.
die.
He
Please,
did.
anyone?
He did. I made him waste everything. That means he's gonna get sheared. Take a punch to the face. You killed my son. No, that was maybe later. Well, there will be a new counselor.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
There will be a new counselor probably a bit later. I thought it was gonna be like the captain of like the Grendel in the movie, like Jason X. But sadly, I think it's gonna be like Vic or someone from like part 5, because part 5 Roy is in this game now. That was fun. It seems a bit more glitchier than I thought it would be, but it was fun. Also, not that many pocket knives were used. I guess they did kind of fix that problem. You wanna know what would be funny? If I did Jason on the part 5 map. I'll do that off camera. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Oh wait, there's a bloody skin. Oh, I just had to leave that out now. Let's not. We'll continue. Neck twist. God, I thought I was gonna end it here, but instead I forgot that there was bloody skins and they exist in this reality. At least that is accurate. That's a part 8, except he doesn't chop off his head.
So young. So pretty. Kill them all, Jason.
I have to do offline bots, sadly. Because offline bots are idiots. One pocket knife. Two pocket... I'm saying pocket knives. These are really throwing knives. When do I get to burst through a door like Roy did in the movie? Never. In a reality where Roy was actually Jason in disguise as Roy. Yeah, that's funny. Oh God! That looks terrible! There's none on the back. There's just some on the front, and he's... Ew! That's terrible. Ew. I don't like this bloody skin. It's just generic. Generic Roy, that's him. What does the car look like now? Or is it just the normal car? That's something I wish they would change the car. Alright. You're the supervisor. You tell me what I can do to you, I'll just slit your wrist. It would be more realistic.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
I mean, there's still Pamela's voice. It's kind of idiotic that they're using Pamela's voice. But, what do you know? It's a game. And that's all it is, even though Biker really wants Jason to just stay a supernatural entity, even though he was human, for at least, some odd, movies. Let me do the next snap. I haven't done it.
Get up, Jason.
Son of a bitch.
Find them. Kill them.
Roy would die. Roy would die. There's no way they can explain how he has, like, super stamina from just thinking he's Jason. You know? Oh. Did she go in one of these sleeping bags? Oh my god. Yes. I finally did it on camera. I think I'm taking a screenshot. I'm taking a couple screenshots.
Don't stop, Jason.
That was bad.
They deserve to die. Make them suffer
after a
like
while,
we did.
I finally did that. After the longest time. Also, his clothes are surprisingly dry for a guy who just came out of the water. Alright, motherfucker. Bubsy, you scum, you swine. You're getting the slit wrist too, because I lost my key. That made no sense. He still has his sleeves. He still has his
They
sleeves,
deserve
like,
to die,
unslit. They're
Jason.
just bloody specks
Make them
on his-
suffer.
It would be better, like, sort of what they did for Part 4, Jason. If you look at his bloody skins really close, you notice that on one side of his hand, you have, like, a line going down one of his hands. That's a reference to how, his hand was cut off in, or his hand wasn't cut off, but, like, in between his hand, was cut, and therefore he kind of, perished. Nope. At least the shears are kind of function like the machete, where it's like insta kill. I'm just gonna pretend I'm not even here. You hear that, Adam? You fucking twat. You fucking... I'm saying British cusses now. It isn't fun. And he's right in front of the damn door. That isn't... I won't... Background people. Seriously. Snapneck's dead. finally, after all this time, we have Roy.
Yes.
Roy Burns.
Kill for
Yes,
mother.
Roy Burns. And me. That's my die! Tiffany's the only one left.
That's my Jason.
Special kill.
That's my
That is
special,
a special kill.
special boy.
He'll do it like part 7 would kill the bed kill, so like the multi stabs instead of the obvious many stabs. At least that's semi accurate. Let me beat this. Why is there blood all over the generator? Or was the weapon so bloody that it's just kind of smeared? Or is that rust and I'm just being delusional? I think it's rust. I think they should add a kill pack for Roy, because to be honest, I don't like his kills in this one. They're not gruesome enough for me. They're not gruesome like in the film that he was in. I want accuracy. I want no Pamela voice. I want him to start off in the shack. Sure, I'll allow you that. But no Pamela head or voice, okay? It would be it's too naive. You can't just kind of cut that out. That would be stupid. You would better cut it out, because like Jason's the only one that has Pamela, and Roy was Roy, because Roy was Roy. This is like a kind of maze. I thought I saw the branches move a bit, actually. Nah, nah. But it would be an easy, like, sort of kill spot to, like, run around in that place and, kind of, chase down your victim, like you would from, a actual serial killer. Once again, let's look at the terrible blood-stained clothing. Jesus, it's just so generic. One last look at Roy's, eyeball. Muffled voices are heard in the background because I do not have studio. That is far beyond my reach. There's a slight speeder, a slightly more speed, to Jason, to this Jason at least now. So it's more speedy than it is, kill. Was that Jason's tombstone? Did they actually? No. None of these are Jason's tombstones. None of these are even, like, remotely, Jason's tombstones. None of them even have any words on them. But they're probably the amount of kills that there were in, like, part 5. So, like, they did the amount of kills and, like, add them up to that, and they put tombstones there. When they could have just put, like, the graveyard of Jason Voorhees, or the grave of Jason Voorhees, not the graveyard. Jesus, the graveyard of Jason Voorhees, yeah. Jason owned a graveyard all along. Fuck. Anyway, seems like someone escaped out this window. I can't remember. I can break windows in a more glitchier state. Alright, here we go. Here's another room. Do I have to go near the Pamela cabin just to do this? just to like kind of roam around, and it actually seems a bit smaller, the Pamela cabin. It seems a bit more smaller than it does. We have normal cabin, which is just Pamela's head. I guess we could say like Roy found this cabin and he uses it as like a personal place in the movies to hide his tools, but there probably wouldn't be a Pamela head in that. Also, yeah, they still haven't fixed that glitch where his mask and his weapon aren't in his shadow. Fucking people. Alright. Okay. Oh, baby. You can't escape me now. And it takes 6 shots just to break down the door. Seems like they're not hidey as usual. Like, they don't hide that much. Let's do the my kill, my favorite kill. That's actually a bit creative. Cut. Snip. We're done here.
They deserve to die, Denise. Make them suffer.
Make them suffer. Yeah, you're not even existent anymore. I'm not even your son. I'm some random.